Good morning, class. Today I am going to take you to the world of organic chemistry, unknown to you till now. So, why organic? Why is it called organic? Because the compounds derived were mostly from living sources like plants and animals. So, for example, say formic acid was derived from red ants, Formosa it is called, and citric acid is derived from citrus fruits. So, plants and animals were the origin, and it was thought for some time, it was thought that some vital force is responsible for the preparation of these compounds, and it can be synthesized only by living organisms and cannot be prepared in the lab. This was given by Berzelius. But in 1828, a German scientist, Friedrich Wöhler, quite accidentally, he prepared urea from an inorganic compound, ammonium cyanate. He left ammonium cyanate on a hot plate, and the molecules rearranged themselves and converted into urea. Ammonium cyanate, NH4CNO, he left it on a hot plate and it converted into NH2, C double bond O, NH2. This is urea. So, inorganic compound was converted into urea, and that after that in quick succession several compounds were discovered, were synthesized. Now, in the study of organic compounds, we see that study of organic compounds, it shows that organic compounds contain essentially carbon, and the carbon is invariably linked to hydrogen. So, the modern definition is organic chemistry is the derivatives of the study of organic chemistry is the study of derivatives of hydrocarbons and their derivatives. So, hydrocarbon, because carbon and hydrogen are essentially present, so study of hydrocarbons and their derivatives, if the hydrogen can be replaced by some other non-metal. Now, after the synthesis continued until date, we have 50 millions of compounds, 5 million compounds or more than that, and of 90% of the compounds known, it is organic in nature. Now, why this large number of compounds when we know that it is only essentially carbon compounds? There must be some uniqueness of carbon which is responsible for the large number of organic compounds, and that uniqueness is the tetracovalency of carbon and its self-linking property, which is called catenation. So, tetracovalency or tetravalency, carbon has, what is the atomic number of carbon is 6. So, 2, 4 is the electronic configuration, that is 4 valence electron. 4 valence electron are present, and these electrons cannot be, means carbon cannot lose electrons, it cannot gain electrons, it can only share electrons. So, it can form only covalent bonds, and this property is called tetravalency of carbon. The 4 valence electron can form 4 covalent bonds and with other atoms. This is referred to as tetravalency of carbon. And the other is catenation. Catenation means self-linking property. One carbon can link to another carbon, and in this way we can see 60, 70, many carbon atoms linked in a straight chain or a branched chain or a cyclic chain. So, catenation or self-linking property, it is, and why is this? It is due to the great strength of carbon-carbon bond, carbon C bond C, this carbon-carbon bond. Now, due to these, what happens? Formation of straight chain, branched chain or cyclic compounds. Let us see how. Suppose there are 4 carbon atoms. The 4 carbon atoms can form a straight chain like this. Or the 4 carbon atoms can form 1, 2, 3 and a C over here, a branched chain. or the 4 carbon atoms can also be linked like this, a closed chain. So, straight chain, branched chain or cyclic chain. So, such a large variety of compounds. Then formation of, there are 2 carbon atoms in each of these compounds, but they are all different compounds because there is a single bond over here, there is a double bond over here, and there is a triple bond over here. So, formation of single, double and triple bond. This is another reason for such a large number of compounds. Another reason is isomers. Formation of isomers. Isomers means 2 different compounds or more different, 2 or more different compounds with the same molecular formula. Can you imagine an inorganic compound which has different, means 2-3 different compounds with the same molecular formula NaCl, and 2 or 3 different compounds with the same molecular formula. In organic chemistry, several compounds can have the same molecular formula, and that is called, this phenomenon is called isomerism, and those compounds are called isomers. করো, অনেক আগে থেকে অফ করতে হবে।